I want to right now gather news from the justice correspondent, David Spunt. He was inside the courtroom just minutes ago. So, David, give us a playback, if you will, of what it was like to be there.
Harris, quite an extraordinary moment when the son of the sitting president of the United States was found guilty. It happened very quickly. Hunter Biden showed no emotion. He remained tense. He was looking still. He patted Abby Lowell on the back as if to thank him, even though this did not go their way. Noticeable, the First Lady was not in the courtroom when the verdict was read, and she hastily just walked in with some aides a few moments ago into the courthouse to be with her son, but she was not even in the room when the verdict was read. Valerie Biden Owens, the president's sister, she also was not in the room. She was in the hallway. The verdict was read. She rushed in after to be close to Hunter. And, you know, Hunter looked back. He looked at family very briefly, but clearly a tense moment in the scene. I don't think members of his team expected the verdict to come this quick. In fact, they expected it to come a lot later. As far as sentencing is concerned, Judge Mary Ellen Noreika said that typically that's about 120 days after. So you do the math there, that puts us later into the summer. And there's a lot of questions on when that's going to be. Harris, President Biden himself said in an interview that he would rule out pardoning his son. But, you know, we have to see how that plays out as we get down the line. As far as hearing from Hunter Biden today, I was told that had this gone in Hunter Biden's favor, we may have heard from him at the microphones, but unlikely we will hear anything from him. Perhaps we may hear something from his attorney, Abby Lowell. I also want to note very quickly, Special Counsel David Weiss, who brought this case, was not in the courtroom as well. So it just kind of gives you an idea.
Oh, that's
a lot of people were not prepared for this. The First Lady was not. Yeah, the First Lady was not in here. She's been here pretty much every day of the trial except one to support Hunter.
Right.
And the special counsel himself was not here in the courtroom. Harris?
Well, I'm glad we have those details, because I didn't know if some of them had been gathered for the reading of the verdict. I mean, this judge just got right to it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.